Hello and welcome once again to your weekly roundup of all the latest news from the automotive world with Autocar India Quick News. We start this week's news with something exciting. Honda are back in the news, and they are confirming that their highly anticipated upcoming mid-size SUV will be called Elevate, and they have announced that it will make its global debut in India on June 6th. This grounds-up new SUV will be launched in August and will go on sale first in India and then exported to other foreign markets. The Elevate has been spied testing on our roads on several occasions. From the sightings, the SUV is expected to get similar design cues from Honda's global lineup of SUVs, meaning it could be inspired by the current BRV and HRV sold abroad. The leaked images show that the SUV will be sporting chunky cladding, muscular wheel arches, along with sharply styled LED headlamps and wraparound tail lamps. The Elevate is seen to have a tall nose and upright proportions along with generous ground clearance. Though not much is known about the Elevate's interior, it is expected to share most of its equipment list with the city, including the 10.2-inch freestanding touchscreen, a semi-digital instrument cluster, as well as Honda's ADAS suite. The Elevate is also expected to share the same powertrain and platform as the 5th generation City. Measuring about 4.2 or 4.3 meters in length, the SUV will use the 1.5-litre 4-cylinder naturally aspirated petrol engine, although the exact state of tune is yet to be confirmed. Gearbox options of a 6-speed manual and a CVT are also likely to be carried over. At launch, only the petrol engine is expected to be offered, with the hybrid powertrain likely to join the lineup at a later stage. From what we know so far, the Elevate will not be offered with a diesel engine. We'll keep you posted on any further developments as we inch closer to the launch, so make sure that you're subscribed to the Autocar India channel and that your notifications are active. Citroen India have launched their new top-spec C3 Turbo Shine variant, which will be priced from 8.8 lakh rupees ex-showroom. With this, Citroen India have announced that its entire C3 lineup, which also includes the naturally aspirated 1.2-litre petrol, is now RDE compliant. Here's a look at the detailed price list of the C3 in India. The C3, when launched, was widely criticized for its lack of features, and in an attempt to rectify it, the French manufacturer has now added features like electrically adjusted wing mirrors, a rear parking camera, a manually adjustable day-night rear-view mirror, and front fog lamps. They have also given the new trim 15-inch alloy wheels as standard, along with a rear wash wipe and rear defogger. It also gets the MyConnect app. The Turbo Shine variant is around 1.2 lakh rupees more expensive than the naturally aspirated Shine variant. Sticking with the French manufacturers, Renault have just updated the Kiger compact SUV, giving the RXT O trim more features from the top trim. The RXT O trim on the Kiger now gets 16-inch alloy wheels, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto for the 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system. It also gets full LED headlamps and tail lamps that were so far offered only in the RXZ trim. The RXT O trim is offered with both the turbo petrol and naturally aspirated engines in manual and automatic. What's more interesting is that despite the addition of new features, the car maker has actually reduced prices for this particular trim. Prices for the Kiger RXT O previously ranged between 8.25 lakh to 10.68 lakh rupees, but now the prices start from rupees 7.99 lakh, going down by 26,000 rupees. Aside from this, Renault is also offering up to 91,000 rupees benefits for its top-spec RXZ trim. Now moving on to news from the Germans. BMW India have launched the X1 sDrive 18i MSport trim at 48.9 lakh rupees ex-showroom. This trim sits in the middle of the X1 lineup. With the introduction of this new trim, BMW are now offering the MSport variant with a petrol engine, whereas earlier it was only available with a diesel engine. To put things into a better perspective, here's the list of all the X1 variants and their prices. The body kit is the main visual differentiator between the MSport trim and the standard X1 18i. The new trim gets an MSport-specific body kit, which includes M-specific front and rear bumpers, glossy black slats in the kidney grills, and M-specific 18-inch alloy wheels. It also gets blacked-out window surrounds and roof rails. The MSport trim is also available in M Portimao blue and Storm Bay grey colors. What's different on the inside is that the new trim gets an MSport steering wheel with shift paddles as well as an anthracite headliner. Furthermore, the MSport trim also gets electrical seat adjustments for the front occupants and rear seat adjustments for up to 130 mm. In terms of features, the MSport gets all the goodies from the standard along with the 12-speaker system tuned by Harman Kardon. It's a similar story under the hood as the X1 18i MSport gets the same 1.5-litre 3-cylinder engine producing 136 HP and 230 Nm of torque. This engine is mated to a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic gearbox, sending power to the front wheels. BMW claims the petrol X1 can do the 0 to 100 in just 9.2 seconds, and it has an ARAI claimed fuel efficiency of 16.13 kilometers per litre. With a number of launches lined up over the next few months, BMW is also set to launch the M340i Shadow in India over the coming weeks. This new iteration of the M340i will be slightly more enhanced with some unique exterior bits and more features. For starters, the M340i Shadow will come with darkened bits on the outside, replacing the chrome from the standard model, especially on the grille, headlamp surrounds, and the brake calipers will be finished in red. It also gets a 360-degree camera, which isn't available on the standard M340i, and seat belts that get BMW M pattern. Aside from all that, the M340i Shadow will come standard with 19-inch alloys and a fixed rear wing, as well as a slightly unique front and rear bumper. It comes with a 14.9-inch curved touchscreen and a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster running BMW's 8th generation iDrive interface. It also gets some mechanical upgrades over the standard 3 Series, such as a lowered M-specific suspension, an M-Sport differential, M-Sport brakes, and an M-Sport exhaust. Speaking of mechanics, the M340i Shadow will continue to be powered by a 3-litre inline 6 turbocharged petrol engine paired with a 48-volt mild hybrid system. It produces 374 HP and 500 Nm of torque, with power being sent to all four wheels via an 8-speed automatic gearbox. This would enable the sedan to achieve a claimed 0 to 100 sprint in just 4.4 seconds. Sources tell us that this model will be priced at around 72 lakh rupees, making it 3 lakhs more expensive than the standard 340i. Toyota had reintroduced the Innova Crysta in India a few months ago, and now they've announced the prices for its top-spec variants, thereby releasing the complete price range. So here's a look at all the prices. Toyota had previously revealed prices for the GX trim of the Innova Crysta, which started from Rs 19.99 lakh. Now the brand has announced pricing for the VX and ZX trim for fleet and private buyers. Prices are identical for fleet and private buyers, however, the top-of-the-line ZX trim, which costs around 25.43 lakh rupees, is available only for private buyers. This trim comes only with a 7-seat layout. In other news, Audi India have announced that they have begun production of the Q3 and the Q3 Sportback at the Skoda Auto Volkswagen India Private Limited plant in Aurangabad. This makes it the 5th Audi model that is locally produced. The Q3 now joins the list along with the A4, the A6, the Q5 and the Q7. There's usually a drop in price once a model is locally assembled, but Audi stated that they had anticipated the India assembly and hence priced the SUV accordingly at launch. The Q3 is currently priced from 44.89 lakh rupees, while the Q3 Sportback starts from 51.43 lakh rupees. Audi have previously announced that they will be hiking the prices of their models by up to 1.6% from May 1st, but those changes have not been reflected on their website yet. Skoda Auto Volkswagen India Private Limited have announced their first ever student car project in India. This project is aimed at offering students a hands-on experience, allowing them to apply their theoretical knowledge in a practical setting. As their first project, selected students from the Group Academy's dual vocational training in mechatronics program have created a unique cabriolet version of the Skoda Rapid sedan. Amongst the various customizations given to the sedan, the one that really stands out is the Skoda badge on the bonnet that retracts with the push of a button. The Rapid Cabriolet also sports an LED lip light, yellow accents along the front bumper, doors and brake calipers. The standard exhaust has also been swapped in favor of a sportier one. The interior has also been reworked into a sporty scarlet red upholstery, and the interior even sees the addition of a touchscreen infotainment unit. Details of the engine specifications and gearbox haven't been revealed yet, but it could be the same as the regular Skoda Rapid. Despite this being the first student car project by Skoda Auto Volkswagen India, internationally the Azubi student car project is now in its 9th iteration. The Skoda vocational students in Vlada, Boleslav have been designing and building their dream car since 2014. Over a week after its launch, MG have announced the prices for the entire range of the Comet. On your screen now is the list of all of the variants and their prices. The Comet EV is available in 3 trims: Space, Play and Plush. And the prices go from 7.78 lakh rupees to 9.98 lakh for the top spec model. Do note that these are introductory prices applicable only to the first 5,000 customers. The lineup starts with the Pace variant, which is equipped with features such as starlight black interiors, a full digital cluster with the 7-inch LCD screen, electric door mirrors, and reverse parking sensors. The Play variant, which sits in the middle of the range, gets a 10.25-inch touchscreen infotainment system, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, as well as MG's iSmart with over 55 connected features. The Plush variant, on the other hand, is equipped with Smart Start system and digital key with Bluetooth along with the previously mentioned features. Bookings for the Comet EV will commence on May 15th and deliveries will begin in a phased manner from May 22nd. Let's move on now to news from the world of two-wheelers. Shared electric mobility company Yulu has launched its first personal electric two-wheeler, the Wynn, at an attractive introductory price of Rs 55,555, which also includes a 1-year warranty from the date of purchase. Online bookings are open for the Wynn at Rs 999, which is fully refundable, and deliveries are slated to begin from mid-May. After the introductory period, the Wynn will be available at a price of Rs 59,999. Amongst the sea of electric two-wheelers that are currently on sale, the Wynn is an electric two-wheeler that is aimed at last-mile mobility but can also be purchased for personal use. It incorporates features such as keyless access, family sharing of up to about 5 members, and location tracking. The Wynn has a very accessible 740mm seat height and a diminutive wheelbase of just 1,200 meters with a max payload of 100 kgs. The Wynn's battery can be replaced at any battery swapping station on the Yuma Energy network. Customers can also purchase a portable charger accessory for home charging. On a full charge, the Wynn has a claimed IDC range of 68 kilometers. To get access to the Yuma network for the Yulu Wynn's battery pack, customers would need to pay a subscription fee. KTM's latest 390 Adventure V, the low-seat height variant of the standard model, has begun reaching dealerships. The bike is also priced similar to the standard bike at Rs 3.38 lakh. KTM hasn't officially launched the 390 Adventure V yet, but we hear that the bike is already available for purchase at several dealerships. This new variant addresses a big issue that the standard KTM 390 Adventure brought, which made it difficult for short riders due to the 855mm seat height. This new variant has reduced the seat height to 830mm, making it more accessible. The brand has managed to achieve this by fitting new suspension with reduced travel at both ends. The suspension travel is said to be much lower and has consequently reduced the ground clearance, but we are told it is not by much. Ducati has launched the top-spec SP variant of its famous Monster at an ex-showroom price of Rs 15.95 lakh. This is a more track-oriented variant of the Monster lineup. Mechanically, the biggest change between the regular Monster and the SP variant is in the suspension and braking hardware on offer. The SP is suspended by an Öhlins NIX 30 fork and the Öhlins monoshock, both fully adjustable. Braking hardware comes courtesy of Italian expert Brembo with top-notch style EMA calipers that bite down upon the twin 320mm discs. Because of the change in the suspension units, the bike has become taller and as a result offers more cornering clearance. The Monster SP also comes standard with a steering damper. The Monster SP is also 2 kilos lighter than the standard bike at 186 kilos due to the usage of a new lightened subframe, a carbon fiber titanium Termigoni muffler and a lithium-ion battery. It also runs on Pirelli Rosso 4 tires as opposed to the Rosso 3s on the standard bike. Powering the Monster SP is a liquid-cooled 937cc L-twin engine that puts out 111 HP at 9,250 RPM and 93 Nm at 6,500 RPM. This engine is mated to a 6-speed gearbox coupled with a bidirectional quick shifter. A full suite of electronic rider aids including traction control, wheelie control, launch control, power modes, riding modes, which include a new wet riding mode and switchable dual-channel ABS, is on offer here, all controlled via a 6-axis IMU. The Monster SP gets a unique paint scheme inspired by the Ducati Desmo Sedici GP race bike and a color-matched seat cowl. With launches out of the way, let's take a look at some of the other news. Classic Legends has rolled out a number of updates across various Jawa and Yezdi models. These models are not just OBD compliant but also improve the refinement and rideability. In case of the Jawa, the 42 and the 42 Bobber and the Perak receive OBD2 compliance as well as reworked engine components to offer better NVH levels, remapping of the engines and implementation of a larger throttle body. The exhaust ports are also bigger now and the 42 has received a new muffler to improve the exhaust note. The final update is that the 42 now gets an assist and slipper clutch. As for Yezdi, the lineup has also received similar updates to improve NVH levels, and what's unique here is that the models have received a larger rear sprocket. This should improve acceleration and tractability. As a result of all the changes, prices have gone up across the board. Here's a list of all the prices for all the models for your reference. The Vida V1 and V1 Pro electric scooters have received a big price drop, making them about 1.2 lakhs and 1.4 lakh cheaper respectively. So that's about a 20 to 25,000 rupee difference. These prices are ex-showroom India and include the FAME 2 subsidy as well as the portable charger. The brand reduction comes at a time when the competition Ather 450X also received a price cut. The Ola S1 range also has the advantage of starting at a lower price point. Besides the price drop, Vida have announced plans to expand its presence to 100 cities this year. Currently, they are present in Delhi, Jaipur and Bengaluru, and they've already begun expanding to Pune, Ahmedabad, Nagpur, Nasik, Hyderabad, Chennai, Calicut and Kochi. Ola Electric, Ather, Hero, Motorcorp and TVS have come under scrutiny for violating the FAME 2 subsidies and allegedly overcharging consumers by selling portable chargers separately, although these are supposed to be included in the price of the electric vehicles. Following these manufacturers' convictions, Ather Energy has agreed to reimburse rupees 140 crore to 95,000 customers who purchased the Ather 450X between January 1st and April 12th, 2023. And Ola Electric will refund rupees 130 crore to 1 lakh customers who purchased the Ola S1 between the beginning of the year and March 30th, 2023. TVS will refund 15.61 crore to 87,000 customers who purchased the TVS iQube between May 2022 and March 2023. And finally, Hero MotoCorp will reimburse rupees 2.23 crore to 1,100 customers who purchased the Vida V1 e-scooters from the start until March 2023. Well, that's happy news for consumers who bought these bikes because you're getting some money back. But that concludes this week's quick news. Thank you all for joining us and hope to see you again next week.